coming out here after 30 years. Yeah, I ain't got nothing, but I'm gonna have something because I'm rich in personality, you know, and I'm rich in love. My family love me, and that's really all that counts. Hey man, shout out to everybody out there on Team Banky Pound, man. I appreciate the love. I appreciate the support, man. We out here, man. Duck them hooks. Back in the lab, man. Shout out to Sid, man, for coming through, man, and fixing everything back the way it was supposed to be, man. It got out of order, but it is what it is, man. You know, we got to keep on pushing. That's what we got to do, and that's what we gon' do. So big love to everybody who support the movement, man. Everybody who support the platform. Let's go. Let's get it. We're on the road to 110K. Let's get it, man. We can get that today. Let's do it. Let's go. Salute. We out here. Oh, man. I don't know, man. Throwing them punches had me in the mood, man. Thinking about my dude. I think I said something about him on one of the videos before. But I want to tell y'all a little bit about him today, man. Rocky Red, the boxing crackhead. Yes, that's what I said. Rocky Red, the boxing crackhead. Man, I can remember being on a joint, man, and and dude, my homeboy was telling me about Rocky, man. It was like, man, you don't know Rocky? I was like, nah, I don't know for sure, but I think he from up like our way, like up, you know what I'm saying, Northern Virginia way, right? But I remember when I first heard about him, and dude was telling me, yeah, man, you know, he be boxing, man, you know. And I seen him out on the yard. He be out there shadow boxing and boom, boom, you know, doing his burpees, doing his push-ups, doing all his things and everything. And dude was like, yeah, you know, that's Rocky, man. He from out the way. He be in the block teaching dudes how to box, you know, holding the pads for them, giving them, putting them good form, showing them how. And he got skills, you know what I'm saying? He got some real life skills. But he say Rocky Red like that crack, man. But he say he ain't got no problem with it. He called himself Rocky Red the crackhead. You dig? You know, he own his stuff, man. He ain't no shame in his game. But at the same time, I don't think he want you to call him no crackhead. You dig? Yeah, and that's what the whole thing was, man. But they say, man, Rocky was a good dude, though, man. You know, he stayed in shape. He always working out. They said the only flaw was, man, when that crack come on the compound, man, he all in. He trying to flam, the hustle, the shake and bake, and, you know, make sure he can get high, man, and he, you know, get his little thing on. And you got a lot of dudes like that, man. He ain't no different than a lot of other dudes. The only difference between him and the other dudes is he ain't got no shame in his game. He gonna let you know, this is what I do. This is what I like to do. You know what I'm saying? And I met few, not a lot, but a few dudes like that. They tell you, man, yeah, I love that crack, man. Or, man, I love that dope. Or I love that, you know what I'm saying, that weed or whatever the case may be. But it's always a different stigma when you're talking about dudes doing crack. You know what I'm saying? And calling themselves crackhead. You know what I'm saying? That seemed like the lowest on the totem pole when dudes be talking about, you know what I'm saying? And dudes don't like this word neither, junkie. When you say, oh yeah, junkie, man, you know, you strung out, you love this, you can't, you know what I'm saying? Dudes don't like that word. Dudes, them fighting words, you call a dude a junkie, man. Even if he's a straight up dope fiend, you call him a junkie. He ain't dope fiend. Dudes don't like that word. You know what I'm saying? But Rocky Red, they say, man, he called himself Rocky Red, man, the boxing crackhead. You don't like it? He put some work in. You did? He put some work in, right? And they say, you know, my homeboy was in the block with him. My homeboy say he done whooped a couple of dudes up in there, man, thinking it wasn't real, thinking that he, you know what I'm saying, don't know what he doing, you know what I'm saying? Or he just talking because they get the stigma in his head, oh, he smoked crack, man, he ain't woo-woo-woo. But, man, I'm telling you, what a person do don't define who they are. You know what I'm saying? That's reality. You know what I'm saying? Dudes be thinking a lot of them dudes, this boys, them dudes can't fight. Man, them dudes was born with nuts, man. Them dudes, literally, man, they're a man. You know what I'm saying? You think that. You know what I'm saying? But dudes be getting late like that. And, man, I remember he told me dude in the pod was, Rocky was over there in the pod in the corner, you know, shadow boxing and showing a dude how to do this and do that. And the other dude kept on, you know, like, do you get these Bammers in the pod like this all the time? They be like, man, these dudes all in the way with this stuff. Man, get on out the way, man. That made somebody, and they want to, it's agitating, or dudes is trying to show off or trying to, get some attention or get some laughs or something. And say, man, Rocky told us, man, I mean, man, we ain't bothering you, man. You know what I'm saying? Go on about the business, man. So, dude, man, hey, look, man, all that old fake boxing and stuff, man, that stuff don't scare nobody, man. You know what I'm saying? You in the way, you in the way. Say, man, Rocky told us, well, hey, what move me then? What move me then? He said, oh, dude, so you ain't said nothing. Man, they said Rocky Red hit that man with so many combinations, man. He know it's real now. He know it's real now. He can't say, man, Rocky Red beat the dog snot out boy last night, man. I said, go ahead, man. Say, yeah, man, he locked up, man. They locked him up in the hole, man. Say he stretched him out in there, man. Say hit the man with everything but the kitchen sink, man. You know what I'm saying? And Rocky Red he more or less like a light-skinned dude, you know what I'm saying? He cut up probably about 5'10", 5'11". He cut up though. You can see he cut up. He work out all the time. Every time he on the yard, he jogging. He got his hands wrapped. He shadow boxing. He doing burpees. He doing pull-ups. You know what I'm saying? He doing squats. He walking around the yard and he squatting. Boom, boom, boom. Squat. Walking around the yard, push up. You know what I'm saying? Squat. Walking around the yard, push up, squat. Anybody you see doing that on a regular basis, on a daily basis it don't matter who they are. They're in shape. You know what I'm saying? Visually, you can see they're in shape, and physically, you can see what they do every day. That's just a byproduct of doing all that. You gonna be in shape. So if you gonna run up on somebody like that, man, you got to know that if nothing else, whether they can fight or not, they're in shape. You can't be running up on nobody like that. First and foremost, if you can't fight. Second of all, if you ain't in shape. Cause you gonna have to pack a lunch, man. This was a thing with Gangsta Slim. Man, Gangsta Slim work out every day. Back in the day, Gangsta Slim work out every day. Derek S, the CO, shout out to Derek S. He was on the compound. He was a CO. He would tell you when Gangsta Slim go out on that yard, he going out there to work out. Even if he ain't doing nothing but playing his version of rugby basketball, he working out. And he's slim, but he cut up. So even them dudes, oh man, Gangsta can't fight, man. He just keep going. You okay? Either way, you gonna have to keep going. Ain't nobody gonna save you. Them dudes is not gonna get tired. Gangsta Slim got a high tolerance for pain. So you swing on and you gotta wait for the police. Police ain't boom automatically there. There ain't no State Farm, man. You say like a State Farm, the police is here. Boom. No, they gonna take their time getting to you. So within that time, you're going to have to be able to handle your own. You understand me? So Rocky Red, man, he going to put that work in on you because he ain't doing all that grabbing and wrestling. He gonna piece you up. And dudes be misconstruing that. You know what I'm saying? And then the time dude told me, say, Rocky had got some crack from the dude, but he ain't had all the money. And the dude was pressing him about the money. Dude come out on the yard. You know what I'm saying? Look, man, you late with the money. Woo, Rocky tell me gonna get the money. Now, I don't know him that well to say whether I ain't deal no personal dealings with him. I ain't had no crack to sell. You did? So, but from my understanding of him and from what my homeboy say, man, he ain't no bad dude. It ain't like he really trying to flim me. You know what I'm saying? But he ain't really had no resources. He ain't really had nobody really like sending him money and stuff like that or coming and visiting him. Probably because this is what he was doing on the street. He probably led the life of getting high on the street like the crackheads do. So probably done burnt a lot of bridges. Ain't got a lot of people in his corner to send him no money. Woo. So he get it from the land. You know what I'm saying? Rocky literally had dudes was paying him, man, to teach him, you know what I'm saying, how to box. Because like I told these young dudes coming in prison today, y'all ain't got no fighting skills. It behooves you not to go to prison. Because you going to have to fight. That's just a bottom line. So dudes used to give him a little commissary, give him a little this, give him a little that, and he, teach him how to work out. You know what I'm saying? I have trained dudes in there that wanted to give me money and stuff to teach them how to work out. I ain't gonna do all that. I'm gonna train you if I feel like you really trying to learn this stuff, man, and you really trying to get better and you really trying to work out. But I ain't never charged nobody in prison to train, man. I ain't trained but a few dudes anyway. You know what I'm saying? Because like I say, it got to be something about you that I feel like you all right and deserving of this for me to do it. You dig what I'm saying? So, but so Rocky get money, so it ain't like he trying to beat you. He just probably ain't had. Say dude was pressing him too, and he trying to be humble about it, and dude is on that because dudes let them egos get in the way. When everybody listening, then dudes automatically feel like they got to be tough. Man, get you know what I'm saying? I ain't, you know what I'm saying? And Rocky was like, hey, pipe down, brother, pipe down. No, it ain't none of that. And he acting like he clutching, like he got something. But they say Rocky pushed that joke too. You know what I'm saying? So they going back and forth, and then dude pull out. So they say Rocky pull his joint out too and say, what's up? What's up, man? You know what I'm saying? Then you can't get paid. You can't get nothing there, so come get it. If you want it, come get it. And, you know, dudes got in, oh, man, it ain't, don't do all that, woo, and they get the joint all, you know what I'm saying, settled in, and everybody squash, they untuck and everything, because we on the joint where they busting, and we on such they got the gun. You know what I'm saying? These jokes gonna get shot, they gonna get the whole yard shot up, everybody gonna be laying in the dirt, and all that, so dudes will try to stop a beat if they can stop a beat. But that's when dudes realize, man, Rocky just ain't pumping them hands, man. Rocky gonna pump that Bethlehem if you know what I'm saying, you get out of order. If you get out of order. You know what I'm saying? So he had a level of respect from dudes who ain't looked at him like, oh, you just, you know, smoke crack. And to be honest with you, like I said, you wouldn't know he smoked crack unless he told you he smoked crack. Because he don't look like a dude in there that just smoking crack. Like I told you, he in tip-top shape. He don't look like he running around smoking no crack. But I know dudes in there, this dope fiends don't look like they smoking dope. You know what I'm saying? But when that dope come on that compound, they metamorphosize into somebody else. You know, get to taking their jewelry off, get to pawning this and pawning that, especially if it's something on there they say is a missile. And them dudes want it, man, and they ain't got the money to get it. They're going to give you whatever to get it. You know, and they say, you know, Rocky was like that with the crack, man, but he was whooping hand pots on that joint too. He definitely was whooping dudes on there for sure. So he done went back and forth to jail a couple of times, man, for banging dudes out. I heard he banged the dude out in the breezeway one day when the dude jumped up on him, said Rocky hit him, bang, bang, boom, boom, banged him up, beat him straight on down the wall, and walked on out and tried to get the child. Couldn't even get the child. They came and got him, pulled him up off the yard, right? Before he could even get down the boulevard to the child hall, they come and get him because dude laid out there and laid in the salad port car seat. When everybody coming out to go in the child, you in the line and you get on up out there, then they going to be checking the doors on the camera and dude still laying there, you know, leaking, trying to get himself together. So they run the camera back. Hey, step out of the line. Step out of the line. Come on, get over here. My old boy say, Rocky say, for what? Come on, let's go. Put your hand behind your back, man. But, you know, like I say, man, it just be like that, man. You can't really, you know, judge people for what they doing, man. Some dudes got them drug habits, man. They can't shake it, man. But don't be thinking that just because they got this type of habit or that type of habit, man, that encompasses everything that they're about. They said my man been boxing, man, all his life. You know what I'm saying? So that's a skill that he possessed. And he just got something, man, that, you know, he can't shake. And, you know, that's just a part of who he is, too. But Rocky Red, man, the boxing crackhead will put you to bed, dog. He'll put you to bed. You get in front of him and don't know what you're doing. He gonna set you down, man. And then, like I say, he just worked out all the time. I spoke to him a few times, you know what I'm saying, asked him, you know, how long he been boxing, this, that, and the third. He seemed like a cool dude to me. I ain't really, you know what I'm saying, he wanted my block. So it won't like I could kick it with him on a regular basis, but the times that I did talk to him, he just seemed like an alright dude, decent dude. You know what I'm saying? I think, to be honest, I think he was older than me at the time. But shoot, you got to think, and then, wait a minute, I'm in mid-30s. I think I'm in my mid-30s. Yeah, I'm in my mid-30s, or either my late 30s, somewhere up in there. You know what I'm saying? So he probably was like, even then, he probably was like 40, 42, 43, up in that age right there. But he was still, you know what I'm saying, cut up, in shape, worked out all the time. You know what I'm saying? Like I told you, you got to get in a habit in penitentiary. Whatever it is, if you read a lot, work out a lot, or jog a lot, you got a lot of dudes that got a lot of different routines, but your routine is what's going to keep you focused where you ain't thinking about this time. You thinking about staying up in your zone, because when you start thinking about time, then you late, man. That's when you go into depression. That's when you go into man, I'm on year 8, man. I got 38 years. You know, that joint will drive, it'll suck the blood out of you, man. I'm telling you, it will suck the blood out. You can't function. Cause you see what's going on every day. And you start thinking about how long you got to do this, how much time you got to do this, it'll take your spirit away, man. So you got to get into your zone of what you like doing. If it's working out, even if it's bad habits, which you know what I'm saying, it's sad to say, but it's true. But it'll keep you away from thinking about doing that time. When I mean by bad habits, like gambling, dog, that's a bad habit. Yeah, did I do it? Yeah, I did it, but it ain't had me thinking about the time because I'm thinking about winning and losing money. You know what I'm saying? I'm thinking about being able to keep my box full up. You know what I'm saying? Things like that, even the store box. Not a good thing to do in prison. It's not a good habit, but I did it. You know what I'm saying? Because it helped me make money. Did it cause all the cases? Yeah. You know what I'm saying? A lot of them? Yeah. But was it worth it? To me, overall, it was, because over the whole process that I did it, I had problems, but not as many problems as I did, making money and having success. You know what I'm saying? So it just comes with the territory. Ain't nothing in the penitentiary gonna be smooth. But if you ain't got no routine, if you just willy-nilly, man, you gonna lose your mind. Or you gonna get caught up in something that ain't even really you. You got dudes that come in the penitentiary, they ain't never did drugs. They start doing drugs. Because they can't function. It's too much, you know what I'm saying, space around you in your brain to see all of this craziness going on, and you get to thinking about how much time you got to do. It just mess you up, man. And them dudes, like, I'm gonna try some dope. Man, you crazy. I promise you, I know some dudes that ain't never get high and got dope habits in the penitentiary. And start doing crazy stuff to get it. You know what I'm saying? Putting their life on the line to get it. Lying to get it. Caught up in foolishness to get it. You know what I'm saying? Because they started it in there and they get that initial. Dudes that start doing crack in there. You know, so it is what it is, man. But you gotta get that, you know what I'm saying? And Rocky Jones was working out. He knew how to box, he knew how to work out. So he used that as his vehicle. And it's, you know what I'm saying? That's what we call in the penitentiary a healthy habit. He had a healthy habit, but he also had an unhealthy habit with the crack. But for him, in his world, I guess it balanced out. Because crack won't come in on the compound on no regular. And see, that's the problem too. If it ain't on there on a regular, when it's there, everybody who like it, they fiending to get it. But everybody ain't gonna be able to get it because somebody else is gonna get sold out like that. So if you can't get to the person quick and you ain't got the money or the reputation where they gonna hit you off and give it to you, then you stuck. You know what I'm saying? And that's when the trouble come in, because now you got dudes that might want to try to rob you. If you got it, they might want to try to whoop you if you wouldn't sell them none. You know what I'm saying? And I heard Rocket had issues with dudes that had the crack, and they were like, they ain't tell him, because like, man, you ain't got no money. Rocket like, you don't know what I got. You know what I'm saying? Or you don't know what I could get. You know what I'm saying? But you know what I'm saying? When you got it, I'm trying to get you to holler at me. You know what I'm saying? And dude was like, man, you ain't, you know what I'm saying? And say Rocky had to put hands on him. All right, well, I tell you what then. I got a good jail. You dig? So it's penitentiary life, man. That's how it goes down, man. Everybody want what they want, but everybody can't afford what they want. But like I say, if you are who you are, man, and that's what you do, man, then I gotta respect you, man. I respect him for that, because he smoked crack, and he'll let you know he smoked crack. And he'll also let you know I like crack. You know what I'm saying? I like it. I like the way it made me feel, period, point blank. And I don't care who got something to say about it. Tell him come say it to me. You know what I'm saying? He on that. And I know dudes the same way with the dope. The same way. Straight up. I told you, I know dudes that tell you they like dope more than they like sex, man. They say it make them feel that good and they like it. And they've been doing it since they was 12, 13, 14 years old, and say they ain't gonna never stop. Never. You know what I'm saying? And when they come on that compound, they gonna move everything they got to move and shake out and trade this and do that to get it. And then you got dudes that'll hustle all week and all month to keep money waiting for it to hit. So when it hit, all that money gone. That's what it's for. And you got dudes who live like that every day in the penitentiary, man. They live to hustle to get high, just to get by. You dig? So I don't got no disrespect for Rocky Red, man. He did what he had to do, just like everybody else was doing what they had to do to be able to be, comfortable in their own space, man. So shout out to Rocky Red, man, the boxing crackhead. And I say that with all due respect, champ. You did? All due respect, champ. And I'm telling you, I know he has skills, real life skills. I can sit over there and watch some shadow box. Me and my homeboy talking, and my homeboy actually, he know what he doing back. I said, yeah, he know what he doing. He definitely know what he doing. Because I see the way he put them together. I see the way he move. I see the way his shoulders is. I see the way he put the torque on his punches, the way his footwork is. The man get boxed, man. You know what I'm saying? He just like to get high. And, we done had world champions. You know what I'm saying? World-known champions that like to get high. It is what it is, man. But anyway, I just wanted to drop that on y'all, man. Shout out to Rocky Red, man, the boxing crackhead, you heard me? And shout out to everybody out there, man, on TBP Nation. Let's go, let's get it, let's get back in this algorithm, man. And we're going to keep them coming, man. Y'all stay tuned, man. Memberships, videos on the way as well. Y'all be safe, be smart, make good decisions, man. And whatever you do, big or small, do it well or don't do it at all. Am I right? Boom. Sure I'm right. Chuck Brown, in case y'all ain't know. DC thing all day, every day. Y'all be safe, be smart, make good decisions, man. And duck them hooks, man. We out here.
The Banky special.
Yeah.
Pure deliciousness.
Pure deliciousness, man. My name is Banky, man. Everybody calls me Banky. That's the name that I got from my grandmother when I was young. I'm coming out here after 30 years. Yeah, I ain't got nothing, but I'm gonna have something because I'm rich in personality, and I'm rich in love. My family love me, and that's really all that counts.